What's up, Dragon Nation? I'm Rich with Dragon Nation Gaming. Welcome back to Space Engineers. Today, I got it done. The Dragon Wagon is complete. I don't know yet. I might, later on, I might even come up with something else that I need to change on it to make it a little bit better. But for now, it works. And we need to go ahead and experiment with it and see just how well it works. Let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, so when it comes to the Dragon Wagon, this video right here is just one that I could put on the Steam Workshop. That's basically what this video is going to be. The reason I'm doing this now is because I have a whole lot more stuff to do in the main base to get ready for, the different attachments for the Dragon Wagon. So if we come down in the base, this is kind of where I want to put the storage for the Dragon Wagon. But I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that yet. That's what I'm working on. And it's taken up a lot of my time, so we're going to put a video out so I can put the Dragon Wagon on the Steam Workshop. What I do already know, I'm going to have to back everything up to blocks. Well, not entirely everything. Everything from this pillar right there, all the way back here, I'm gonna have to back up everything, which means I gotta rebuild everything. Oh, that's gonna be a little bit of work, but that's okay. I don't mind. It'll be alright. So the Dragon Wagon, the whole purpose behind this was to have attachments in the back and to be able to detach them and replace them with a different attachment. And I also wanted to make it so that the whole vehicle, when it is attached, looks like one big vehicle. And I think I accomplished that. It looks pretty good. I mean, there are a few things that I'm not too happy with, like being able to, that little spot right there. And I also do have that back here, but I needed to make sure that these items did not snap to the vehicle. So when we detach it, it's not going to create an issue. So a couple things we need to go over with the vehicle. The vehicle has, I forget how many, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 hydrogen engines to recharge the, I don't even know how many batteries I put there, but there's also some on the vehicle on the other side of the hydrogen engines. So this spot right here, I couldn't put another tank because it kind of filled in that area and made it snap to the cab of the truck. So I decided, well, since this is kind of like a backup generator kind of attachment, I thought, why not just put batteries on it? So that way we could go ahead and use that as a backup generator. Battery power, baby. In the back, we have 3 different connectors and a merge block. So this connector right here and that merge block are for the trailer, and there's other attachments that I am thinking about making for the back of this as well. So the trailer that I've already built for it is just a trailer for carrying, ships, these guys. But I also want to try to come up with a different attachment for mining the ice for the production of power. I still have to figure that one out. I'm going to try to make it cool, make it foldable and stuff like that. We'll have to see. The connectors back here are for docking up to a station if I just want to transfer stuff over real quick. But I'm also thinking about using those as a way to connect the attachment to a base. I don't know. I kind of would rather do that with merge blocks, but we'll have to see how the connectors work out. I'll figure something out. That's why I might have to change the design of the Dragon Wagon and put the merge block part of the attachment. Not sure yet. We'll have to see. This thing has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is another 6 right there. So it has the same thing on both sides. So 12, 24 O2 generators. Or O2H2 generators. That's what they're called. As far as the tanks, the hydrogen tanks, we have about 8 hydrogen tanks. 1 large cargo container, which allows us to store a little bit of ice. And then, of course, everything is connected by a connector. Now, the fit on the attachment is extremely tight. I have to be very, very specific when I set up a crane system for this attachment, because it just does not have any extra room. And over on the other side, we have ourselves a survival kit, which gives you a nice place to spawn if you need to, or I don't know, get resources if you're away from your base. Let's see, it has headlights, it has taillights right there. Then it also has some running lights, of course. Any truck needs running lights or it's not legal. Let's see, what else do we need to go over? Oh yeah, the jack system. So around the entire vehicle, you'll see that I have a jack right, or a piston right there, piston there, and piston there. That is so in case something happens, like say you lose a tire, you could hit this button right here, and there you go. Now you can fit the tires in there, you just have to replace them. Then I have another button right there, which is actually connected to that timer. Probably not the best place to put it, but I just threw it in there real quick. That timer is connected to that merge block. You'll turn that merge block off, and then it will unlock those connectors. Now, I made sure that those connectors have no magnetism. They will not pull towards one another, or it's very difficult to get this thing separated. So once I hit that button, it should turn that merge block off, which connects the attachment to the truck. And it should also unlock that connector. Let's go ahead and see if that actually works out. So it does cause a little bit of spark because, yeah, like I said, a very tight fit. But right now, it is disconnected. So yeah, that merge block is off. Connectors are unlocked. Now I need to show you just how bad this thing is of getting rid of that attachment. Let me go ahead and line this ship up real quick. Oop, there we go. And right, right there. Ah, this sucks. Watch this shit. All right, let's bring it down and lock it. And now if I come perfectly straight, I can pull it out just a little bit. There are some collisions, so there are a little bit of sparks. And I came to the left a little too much. Well, yeah, there you go. It does detach. Now, I'm also not too happy about how the truck looks without an attachment. But that doesn't really matter. It's very seldom I'll be driving this thing, if at all, around without an attachment on it. So far, it works. But now, let's try to get it back into place. Might not be that difficult, because I did make a few. Oh, nope, we're getting stuck. Hold on, let me pull forward. Tilt up, tilt up. There you go. All right, looks like we're caught on the side just a little bit. And oh, it's such a tight fit. But I think we're down. Now what I need to do is actually, let's pull it out. So what you would do is you would hit the button to turn off the merge block and unlock the connector, and then after the attachment is lifted off, just go ahead and hit the button again. Turns on that merge block. It will not lock the connector because there's nothing to lock it to. then we could go ahead and bring it down. So when we try to reattach it, that merge block is on and it should reattach. Well, if I could get it lined up. Yeah, that's the only bad thing about this design, is it's just so freaking tight. Okay, can I... Come on. Come on, rotate. Oh, screw you. It won't let me rotate it. Alright, here we go. I got it. I got it. Okay, maybe not. I don't have it. Nope, I got it. It's a little bit scary. But now, it is locked. So we can go ahead and disconnect the ship. And get it over on the side. Then all we have to do is make sure that the connector is connected. Which I don't think I have set on the toolbar yet. No, I do not. Alright, so control panel. Let's try to find which one is it? I don't know. I have both of them. I need to... hold on. I thought I had this one so it hides, so you can't see it, but I guess I screwed that up. So let's just go ahead and say that's connector 0. You don't need to be controlling that at all if I do this correctly. I could just hit P, but it's probably better in case I do have a trailer connected to go ahead and put this... Yep, this one right here. And lock. To put this down in your toolbar so that way if you do have a trailer connected, it's not going to disconnect it. I think that was the wrong connector. Hold on. Nope, G. I think I had the trailer one. So, yeah, I think it's this one. So, lock. And let's try that again. So, 3, 4, there it is. And I switched something out. That sucks. I'm gonna have to fix that before I put it on the Steam Workshop. But as you can see, now it looks like it's just one vehicle. It doesn't look like that's a subgrid. That was kind of the whole point of me trying to... going through the time and the work to try to finish this vehicle. Because that's what I wanted. I didn't want it to look like it was obviously a subgrid. Now, let's see how it drives around. This thing is pretty stable. I mean, it's not too heavy right now, but it's still pretty cool. Now, of course, the brakes. Now, on the ice, it's not all that great because it does slide around. Alright, so on the ice, this thing doesn't travel very well. I mean, it does slip around. You can't go very fast or you lose control. But once you get onto hard surface, it actually travels around pretty damn good. Now, I did turn the friction down a little bit on it, so that way it slides a little bit more. And so that way the turning is not so jumpy. It was getting a little bit jumpy on me. Now, works out okay. I mean, she's not the fastest thing in the world, but she can carry some weight. Thanks to the 8 separate suspensions this thing has. Oh, took out a tree. Well, it does bounce around when you hit a tree. But yeah, let's get out of here and check it out on some different surfaces. Try some hills. Now, it doesn't have a whole lot of power, especially when it's fully loaded. But if you up the power on the suspension, you could probably get up just about any hill with this thing. It takes air really nice, and it's not a bad vehicle. I kind of like it. And this is what it looks like when you're driving inside of the cockpit. So you do have a pretty good view. I mean, it's not like a 360-degree view, but it is okay. It works. If you don't like the view, just go ahead and switch to the front camera. Or if you're trying to control this thing remotely, you could use the camera to drive around. It is kind of scary like this, although... But yeah, like this is fine. The suspension I also made very bouncy a little bit. And that was so that this thing, when it goes on turns, it's not like it's on rails, because that was causing it to tip a lot. because the whole structure or the whole vehicle is just a little bit top heavy. It's not all that wide. But if you go ahead and dampen the suspension just a little bit, so when it comes into curves, it actually just tips a little tiny bit. It's able to take curves a lot better. Actually, that wasn't half bad. That's actually not bad. Alright, so I need to get this thing on the Steam Workshop. Just go ahead and do a few tweaks on it. Make sure that the toolbar is the way that I want it. And yeah, just a short video to go ahead and get this thing on the Steam Workshop while I try to work on other things. Just letting y'all know that, you know, I'm not just taking a break for the day. I'm trying to get other stuff done. But now that I got this done, I could go ahead and start working on the base, get it caught up to where we need to be, so we could go ahead and figure out the crane system for, yeah, all of this. For the attachments. I have no idea how I'm going to do that. Also, another thing I need to work on is there are some things that I need to do to the trailer. I need to change things up a little bit to make it a little bit more manageable. And then I also want to go ahead and make a drill attachment that will not be on wheels. I'm trying to figure out a folding system so that way I can get the drills to actually fold up. And then maybe at some other point I'll come up with some other attachments. I don't know yet, but we'll have to see. So yeah, like I said, next episode we might be working on the attachments for this, because trying to figure out how to get a crane system for the attachments is going to be a little bit difficult. Shouldn't take me but a couple days maybe. So in the meantime, yeah, we'll go ahead and get some other stuff done. But until then, make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.